Alright. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. There was an update, and also my microphone wasn't working properly. Turn this music volume down just a little bit. This is from Stream Beats by Harris Heller's group, and appreciate all the music they provide. This one's called Kill It Anyway. And like I said, what we did is I came back in and I picked up the egg that I threw at this zombie earlier. And one of the things I was talking about is after you use the egg, if you put it in your inventory with a zombie in it or not, it does that. Hear that? I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's just telling you, hey, I'm still here, and it did it when it wasn't even in my bag. It was just close by. But it once you put it in there, it does do that. I don't know if it's every time. Here's that other egg that disappeared. I guess that's why. Let's see if both are doing it. Oh, see? Every so often it does that. Alright. Let's see what other items there's going on for the update. Let's go right here and go to just spawn in some of the food items. Alright, so if we go on the ground, dog food, opened, cat food, opened, unknown food, opened, and then also there's Fronta. So these are some of the different food items, if you haven't seen them already. You got a dog food can, and then you can find them in the world open as well. It has a label on it. Then you got cat food, also cat food can. Thank you. Getting me some drink here. We have then you have the unknown food can. All right, the label is too worn to read, the content too dirty to guess, the stomach too empty to not have a bite. I'm not quite sure I would like to have a bite, especially if you find an open one. Front to drink. So let's test something. Let's get this open one. Unopened one. Let's try the unopened one. Use the handy dandy can opener. Open it. Let's see if we get sick here. I have an idea that we will. So let's go over here. As you see my status bar, I'm not sick. I am a little wet from something, but let's just eat this. And I'm gonna have to get up out of the way of the zombies here because they're here. A couple of them around us. That egg is probably attracting them. So I won't eat all of it. I'll eat about half of this can. Just like to see if we get sick or not. We'll just go up here for a minute, because I think these zombies are gonna come to us in a minute with this egg going on. Alright, I already ate too much and I got a sour stomach. I was full, I guess, kind of already. But let's see if I actually get sick. Not exactly all white health, but my blood is a little low from being attacked earlier. keep doing something else while we wait. And you have dog food here. Let's try it. Let's try a half a can of the opened that we found on the ground. Let's eat a half a can of that. Another update it did is the sour stomach or full stomach symbol or stomach ache symbol comes up right there. See, comes up much earlier before you start vomiting. Before, as soon as that would come up, you would start vomiting. Turn down this music a little bit. It's getting a little loud again. Oh, there we go. Puking. And it's a sickness. So, I would not eat the opened cans. You're gonna get sick. You know? Not a good idea. Yeah. But, if you're starving to death, and you had some pills on you, that's probably salmonella. Let's take some tetracycline, maybe that'll help. Puking again, huh? Let me eat some charcoal tablets, maybe that'll help. Make me puke. So, you can see that there's various cans there. I would not, unless you had no alternative, I would not eat the open cans. The regular can of, actually, if you look, that was the regular can there that we put down. Here's the Fronta. We'll drink some Fronta. One can gets... I hear somebody shooting. Alright, let's switch over to the... I don't know if it's going to show up. So, varying small food items, Pioneer Rifle, the Fang Knife, the Kukri Knife, the Sickle. So let's look at the Fang Knife and the Sickle, the Farming Hoe, and the Broom. How about that? So got the item spawn here. Item spawner. Got the Sickle. C-I-C-K. S-I-C. S-I-C-K. L-E. So there's a Sickle. Fang knife. The hoe. Farming hoe. So we have the items here. The sickle, a handheld agricultural tool with curved blade, typical use for harvesting grain crops or cutting succulent forage. The fang knife, handcrafted knife. It seems to be an heirloom of some hunter. So I imagine that would be a really good knife for hunting, maybe carving up some animals. Kind of cool handle on it. Looks good in the hand. Look at that. Nice shine to it. So some teeth on the back of it, looks like. The farming hoe. Here we go. This is the farming hoe, but as you can see, it can be used as a melee weapon. Now I'm wondering if you go to the ground, you can dig up worms with it. Look at that. I saw it. It's not gonna go there. Can dig worms up with it. Does little hoeing action. Now imagine if you were, I haven't tested it out yet, but it's supposed to be some new farm tools. Maybe they're actually working. So we got a worm there. Let's see if see what we can do with the sickle. It's a good melee weapon. Ooh, the egg is going crazy. Oh, you can dig up worms with this too. Or maybe I'm just doing that by hand. No. Not. That's another worm. We'll try this out on a zombie. There's one over here earlier. I didn't shoot it. So car I had spawned in, drove in here the other day. Settle down, buddy. Oh. DayZ car action here. There's a zombie. Whew, that egg is going nuts in my back. There's another one. See, I'm knocking the heck out of it. 3 hits, 1. Around 3 hits or so with the sickle. Woo! Egg is going crazy. It's like it wants out, you know. So we take that sickle and throw it. Get rid of these eggs. Going nuts. You can use them on bears and other animals. We've tried it on a few friends of mine. So we got the broom. Okay, we need to check out the broom. Tritium sites to the ACOG backup sites. Peel potatoes, greenhouses can now be used for agriculture, and flags can be cut into rags using a knife. Okay, so we have a flag in I have a flag here. A Toppskillz custom flag by Quad Locks Customs. I don't want to do this, but we're going to cut this one up. We're going to craft rags. You couldn't do that before, so now you can, if you find a flag, especially one you don't like, I happen to like that one, but you have now rags, and you can use them as you like. Let's find a broom. There's two types. There's a broom birch and a broom. Then you got the regular one. It's kind of cool. Back up a little bit. So it's just like a regular straw broom that you have in your house. Like we're at work more than likely. It's a good melee weapon. Got long reach. Kind of exaggerated reach on that when it swings out. And then we'll switch over to the birch one. This one says handmade sweeping utensil. The design is old but still effective to scare children. Yay. So if we have this one here, we'll zoom out a little bit scary. Got a big end on it. Kind of looks like a witch's broom. Comes together with 3 or 4 of them coming together, make one handle. About the same action as the other one. Let's go take this to my inventory. Place my axe with it. You can put it on your shoulders. It's cool. Yeah, don't want that food. Not very effective for me anyway. Way too much effort. But hey, it's cool. Can you sweep the floor? Like this. You sweep the sidewalks in Deer Isle. That's about it. Now, let's switch it to the other one. See if I can't kill a zombie better with this one. I haven't killed them all. There's usually some zombies here on the racetrack. Oh shit. Oh, I'm dead. What happens when you're not in God mode and you zoom up in the sky? All that's going on. Let's see if we can't get us another tune. Alright, we're back. Decided to throw myself in a tree. Alright, spawned in with a... This is a loadout I'm using from Scale Speeder Gaming. He supplied for free. Along with a download from another gentleman. Watch his video on loadouts, custom loadouts, and you can get loadouts like this. I've come back in as another guy, kind of with a gas mask, fully loaded out with weapons, an axe, some food, cooking pot, just basic things you need that you would think you would need to survive. Quite a bit of storage space with the items that we have. 200 slot field backpack. So it's a pretty good option if you don't want to mess around with the init.c file too much yourself. Just use the watch Scale Speeder Gaming's video on it. It's very easy. Copy a small snippet of code into your init.c and then upload a file that's created by Scale Speeder Gaming. Put it into config section. Wow, I'm literally right on top of this zombie, and it didn't even react until I started swinging. So they really have changed the alertness of the zombies, for that matter. So I'm doing better beating them up with my hand than I was with the broom. Got one cut already. Come on, old man. Gotcha. Need some truck tires. Nothing. usually quite a few zombies around here, particularly in this, yep, here's one. This checkpoint. My stamina get back up and I'll get on top of here. Alright, so let's see what the other updates were. So we've seen some food, Pioneer Rifle, the Fangs Knife, Secret Knife, Sickle, Farming Hoe, Broom. I actually seen the tritium sites on the ATOG already. Peel potatoes, greenhouses can now be used as agriculture. I think there's a greenhouse nearby. So let's go find the greenhouse. Oh, zombies see me now. So sometimes they don't necessarily. Load it up fully. I see this Tundra reloads bolt action wise a lot faster to me than the PWM Scout. See? Never know how many zombies are around you until you kill one. If you're looking for some custom patches and flags, one of my in-game mates is learning how to do that and has his own mod published to Steam. It's Quadlocks Customs. You can contact him through his Steam and discuss with him any options about creating yourself a custom flag or patch if that's something you're interested in. Load it up. He'll load it up into his mod, and then you can load the mod into your private server if you have that one, and then you can do things and hang your own custom flag up. Gonna check out this house real quick. Nothing here. Thank you. Oh, teddy bear. Yay. Alright, so let's find us a greenhouse. I think there's one in this town. Might be wrong. There's a greenhouse. We'll spawn in some seeds. Let's see what it looks like to just use these now. Supposed to be able to use them in game. So if you click open, go inside. Thought that there's supposed to be slots for it. I'm not seeing them. Let's put the cursor there. Home. Let's try some pumpkin seeds. Tomato seeds. How about that? And pumpkin seeds. And then need some water. And we need some plant material. If you've done any farming in DayZ, you know that these are just the items that you need. Really, you just need see, nothing here in these, so this is not the right kind. Let's read what it says. Greenhouses can now be used for agriculture. Must be another type. Flags can now be cut into rags. We've tested that. Potatoes have to be peeled before you eat them. Let's spawn in a potato. Alright, this one is what it looks like after it's already been peeled. So we'll be able to spawn in a potato. Can only yeah, that doesn't work either. Oh great, it's kind of stuck in my hand. Anyway, there's your peeled potato. You will have to peel them like that. So that does show you that they have to be peeled now. To get rid of this stick in my hand, I'll have to log out and come back. Be right back, everybody. Exit now and come back. Meantime, I'll work on some music. Let's see here. I'm just now starting to use the stream beats, and I had my whole library of them before, and something's happened to my hard drive, and all of that stuff is gone. So I wanted to have just a little bit of music playing for this. Alright, we are back. The plant stick is out of my hand. Thank goodness. See if we can't eat that potato. Alright. Can eat a peeled potato now. That's great. If you don't like all the dirt on your skin, on the skin of your potatoes, you can now eat it nice and freshly peeled. Awesome, DayZ. Thank you. Good bit of benefit. It gives you a bit of hydration and food. So that's cool. Just don't waste these canteens. And I'll pick some seeds. We'll find us another the other style greenhouse and see if it works there. Let's find us a place to go to. Nope. Checked up the road there. See if there's any of those other style greenhouses. Very curious, 'cause I would imagine that it would just make them all work. Maybe you have to have a shovel or something, or the hoe, for example. Let's try that. Let's spawn in a hoe. Huh. So we're coming here. There's no slots in here. So we put seeds in our hand. It's also no slots in here. But let's see if we can put a hoe in here. See if that does any difference. Alright, a spawner. Get rid of the map. Hoe. Farming hoe. Ground piece. So we will pick up the hoe. Dig garden plot. Look there. Okay. So you have to have the hoe to possibly to dig a garden plot. And then see, it puts these garden plots all around. And then you have your slots. So we'll take some seeds and plant them there. One each, like we did, like you've done in the past with the modified greenhouses. And fertilize them. Swap here. Fertilize. Fertilize. The plant times have changed to range between 20 minutes and 50 minutes to produce. And of course, I'm sure that's maybe affected by it may be affected by the server acceleration, and maybe not. Does anyone have an answer for that? Please let us know. But 20 to 50 minutes. So that's the purpose of the farming hoe. There's another greenhouse here. We'll try the sickle and see if that does the same thing. Sickle, I think, is a traditional blade to cut field grass. Not necessarily. Can access my inventory for a minute. Water the rest of this out. And the harvest yields have changed based on whether you fertilize it or not. I don't know if it's based on how many times you fertilize it or what you fertilize it with, whether it's the lime or plant material. But these last few are not fertilized. These over here are. So let's leave them like that, and we'll go to this one, and we will spawn in a sickle. Put it in our hand. One side here, and you cannot dig a garden plot with a sickle. But you can use the hoe and do it again. Let's see if this damaged the hoe. It's still pristine. There's been two digs already. You can actually remove the garden plots if you want to. I didn't know that. Let's try that. Huh, can dig it right back. So after you get done, if you want to hide the traces of you being there, I guess you could remove the garden plots and then go on about your day. So that's that. Let's see what else they did. Vehicle batteries are now recharged while the engine is running and consumed by the headlights. So if you have your headlights on, it will consume the battery. However, as long as you're driving the car, it will charge it. Vehicle attachments can now be locked in place using a screwdriver for the interior stuff and a wrench for doors. So tooltips for attachment slots. That's the tells when you highlight it, it tells you what goes there. Not the exact item, but what type of item. Empty attachment slots are highlighted on mouse over. And they've added over 100 new error codes to the connection issues and kicks messaging. So if you get kicked from a server, the server now has up to 100 new messages to explain why the person's been kicked for server connection issues or anything else. Let's go to my truck over here. Oh, it's a nice zombie. What's up, zombie? Oh, safe zone, buddy. Messing with my truck. And let's get us a screwdriver and a wrench. Now, this is not a vanilla car, obviously. So this still may not work properly, but we'll find out. Booking of the screw. If you've taken literature class, you understand the turn of the screw. Yeah. Why that's funny. So it says the screwdriver is for internal items. Let's see exactly what that means. Maybe the radiator. Lock. There we go. So if you have a screwdriver, you can go to your engine, which is the internal compartments, and you can hold it and you can lock your radiator. Point at the battery. I bet you could lock your battery in. I don't know about the battery. You can definitely lock that car radiator, so it keeps people from taking your radiator. Let's switch to the wrench. See if so I'm thinking that you can do your wheels with that. Did I pick the wrench up? No. So if you have the wrench in your hand, you can lock the doors. There you go. So now, I'm hoping that, yeah. So I can still access the inventory. Still take stuff out of the inventory. I don't see how this is going to help anybody, just to be honest with you. Let's lock it again. It says driver's side door. Maybe I can't take the doors off. So let's go to the door. Yeah, that door is locked. Alright. So go around the other side door. You can lock the hood on there. Well, this is just to keep the parts from being stolen. Open up this. You can lock this door. This is good because I've been guilty of this myself. We like to go and play pranks on people at the trader. When they leave their car unlocked standing there, you can snatch your wheels off. So it tells you, indicates that each one of those items is locked: the tailgate, the hood, and the two doors. Now this comes with other items. You can have a front and rear license plate and some other items. Chevy plate back, plate front, and also you can change the grill, which will lock the grill. There is no grill. So if I had a grill, then I could lock the grill on there as well. Let's see if I can't lock the spare wheel. Let me try the screwdriver. Nope. Can I take the wheels? Take this out of my hand. Yeah, so you can still take the wheels into your hands. So I don't know. It just makes a lot of sense because you can still take. Uh, let's go back to my vanilla car that I know I have. In near the racetrack, which is like right here. Oh. Wrench in hand. Let's see what we can lock on a vanilla car. It's a Sarka here. I think it's ruined. Let me repair it first. Hold on. That's right. That's the trunk. So we got here. It's telling me that parts of the car have despawned. Badly damaged radiator. Alright, so we got it repaired. Change the screwdriver. We can lock the car radiator with a screwdriver. You can lock the car battery and the vanilla car with this one. Now we're right here at the spark plug. It's not showing that with spark plug. And it's not showing wrenches. However, you could lock body panels. You can lock your doors. We're going to test if you can take the stuff off anyway. I don't think you will be able to. So at the worst, you might have to the doors. It won't do the. I don't know if it'll do the hood or not. So you open the door, and from the inside, you can lock it. So now, if you have the doors closed, and somebody decided to got into your car, you cannot take away the doors because they're locked. And if you take the item out of your hand, you can still take the wheels, it looks like. no nothing there to say you can lock the wheels. But it keeps you from one, you know, when you used to get in a car or a helicopter, you accidentally take the door off, you know, in your hand. So now you only have the option to open or close, not to take the door off. Whereas if we unlock this, by the way, that is damaged the wrench quite quickly. Take the wrench out of our hand. We have that back again. Take two hands. See, so now you can accidentally take the door off into your hand. I think that's really the main purpose, is to prevent this. People complaining about this a lot in the game. Big time waster, but it's funny sometimes. So, good job, Bohemia, DayZ. That solved one problem in some way. You can still take people's wheels, but I think that's a great improvement. Well, let's see what else. Let's get a little music going. See what else they got. Empty attachment slots are highlighted on mouse over. Tool tips for attachment slots. Vehicle attachments can now be locked in place using a screwdriver for the interiors and wrench for doors. Vehicle batteries are now recharged while the engine is running, consumed by the headlights. Frags can now be cut into rags using a knife. Greenhouses can be used for agriculture. You now have to peel potatoes to make them edible. Tritium sites to the ATOG backup. ATOG as backup sites. New action to disarm landmines. We have not tried that yet, but we're going to. We've seen the broom, farming hoe, sickle, kukri knife, fange knife, pioneer rifle, and a variety of small foods. They have done some other things. Fixed a number of issues. You can read them at forums.dayz.com/topic 250629-stable-update-112/. They have fixed a multitude of problems here. Client crashes, server errors, improved client performance when looking at a pile of items. Items dropped inside a tree or bush would sometimes levitate, so they've supposedly fixed that. Flash grenades would not explode if destroyed by force. Many things. Mouse cursor got stuck in the center of the screen while joining a server while the BattleEye approval message. That happened to me many times. Warning of full stomach will be displayed earlier before reaching the threshold of vomiting. Rebalance the nutrition values, inventory sizes, and how filling each edible item is. Farming actions have been moved from plants to plant slots for easier targeting. It makes it much easier to put those into the slots instead of trying to find the right spot to attach it. Farming actions have, all plants now have different growth times, between 20 to 50 minutes, so they've adjusted that. Adjusted nutritional values of the horticultural vegetables according to their growth time. So the longer they take, they might have a better benefit for you in the long run. Fertilizing now increases the yield of plants instead of their growth time. Increase the chance of plant infestation, so you have to check them to make sure there's no infestation to ruin your plants. Plants will spoil after a while when being fully grown. So if you let them sit there trying to get more yield, they'll eventually go bad, especially if you don't take care of them. Slicing a pumpkin now yields 2 pumpkin slices instead of, like, I don't know, was it 7 or 10 pieces. The worse the condition of a vegetable, the fewer seeds it will give when cut. Unpacking seeds now spawns paper. Why? Um, Rebalance ammunition types. The friction of bullets has been increased to make the difference between ammunition types more visible. Increase the penetration of high caliber ammunition. Heavy impact rounds slow down the player and apply more shock damage. Efficient ballistic rounds keep the speed and therefore bullet energy and resulting damage longer and are thus more efficient at long distance. 0.380 and 5.45 by 39 are the weakest in their category but are found more often in the world. Special types. 22 is used by peculiar weapons, the MK2 that is integrally suppressed, and Sporter that is almost recoilless. Precise semi-auto rifle, 12 gauge rubber slug, deal extreme shock damage at close range, but I'm going to tell you they have a hard time killing zombies because and I've experienced that. 12 gauge buckshot slow down much more. Yes, they do. Typical speed of bullets have been adjusted to equal the initial speed. Temporary and will be reintroduced later. Modern firearms require more maintenance when used. Adjusted the audible range of firearms shot based on the caliber they use, so the smaller weapons will not be heard as far as the bigger weapons. Increase the position of pistols, sawed-off rifles, bolt-action rifles, hunting and sniper rifles, I'm sure in regards to the prospective weapon. The 1PN51 scope has weapon iron sights allowed with some weapons. Decrease the precision of assault rifles, readjusting for air friction for bullets. So they've made the sniping rifles, what I understand, more accurate. In the hunting type rifles, more accurate. The single shot ones more accurate. And the assault rifles, because they're kind of what they say, spray and pray, a little less accurate, but because they have a higher fire rate. Readjusted air friction for bullets. Initial speed of bullets is lower and typical speed is higher, based on min-max speed for the specific kind of bullet. So they've taken in the mathematics there and decided that they're going to actually apply that a little better in the game. Initial speed is modified by, and the physics by the way, initial speed is modified by weapons and is balanced to make non-automatic weapons deal more damage per bullet than the automatic weapons. Damage is now correctly calculated as a proportion of impact speed over typical speed. Heavy impact rounds no longer deal increased shock damage, but retain the damage for longer distance. Increase the damage of shotgun pellets. Lowered leg health and armor against projectiles. Increased chances of a broken leg during a firefight. Stab vest now offers less ballistic protection than the ballistic vest. So, ballistic vest is better. Increased durability of all body armors. Adjusted to 357, 5.56, 9x19, and 12 gauge slug ammunition in regards to air friction. Initial speeds and penetration. Melee damage using impractical items now weaker than fist. Like, so your fists are better than probably swinging the broom like we saw earlier. Slightly increased fist damage. They've increased the fist damage even a little bit. That even makes it even more beneficial to just punch it out. Increase the damage of most tools to be more efficient than fist in combat. Reduced reduce blood loss from a bleeding source. So you don't bleed as fast, but you still bleed. Slightly delay the recovery from shock damage after receiving it. So they made the recovery from shock damage a little longer. Increase the chance of stunning and infected during melee combat. So they can, you're going to recover after shock damage from them or from someone else. And they are going to have more of a chance of being stunned by melee combat from you. Reduce the damage to gear dealt by the infected. Alright, so your gears become a little stronger if it's been smashed up by a infected. Infected now react less to the shots of the IJ70 and the Sporter 22, so they've made those a little less effective against the infected. Probably just to balance everything out. Players are no longer targeted by infected while unconscious. So if you get attacked to the point that you pass out, they'll leave you. They're supposed to leave you alone. Light melee attacks have a lower chance of staggering infected. Blunt melee weapons with higher shock damage having a higher chance to stagger the infected. Infected are now tougher in combat, so they've been made a little tougher. Melee attacks on infected are now more consistent in terms of the number of attacks required to take one down. Improved efficiency of backstabbing against infected, executed with sharp weapons. Infected now react to players interacting with doors. So if you open a door, they're probably should hear you and come after you. I always thought that's something that should be added into the game. Infected react less to suppressed shots and more to louder shots. Infected give up searching for players faster. We've seen that already, and even just in this stream. Reduce the efficiency of the scream of the infected. So when they scream, it won't reach out so far and bring so many more in. AI is no longer taking damage from damage zones, fireplaces, barbed wire. Landmines can no longer be disarmed using the bear trap, killing the player in the process. So that hack is gone. Matchboxes can now be combined, but not split. So once you combine it together, that's it. We'll go in a game and try that. When focusing on specific part of car or / base building objects, etc., the name of the specific section will be displayed on the widget. Good. Reduce the audible range of the reload rounds by 50%. When having your hands cuffed with barbed wire, struggling can now cause bleeding. Well, that only makes sense. Can now choose to stop on an ongoing connection attempt and connect to the currently selected server instead. So if you server hop a lot, or you connect between several servers and it keeps trying to connect you to the one that you were previously on, you now have the ability to stop that and connect to the server you're really trying to connect to. Lighting is now lighting up the environment for a bit longer. Vehicle batteries with metal wire attached can no longer be placed in cargo. You must remove the wire. Burning road flares can be destroyed by placing them in a fireplace. So if you get tired of it burning and you want to get rid of it, just grab it, throw it in a fireplace. Can now gain extra rewards from fishing when fishing in calm waters. I don't know what they mean by extra rewards. Maybe you'll get some more boots or something. Adjusted Xmas lights on tents to be lighter on performance. That way people can enjoy them. Tweaks to the display of the server browser for better readability. This has been greatly improved, and I thank them for it. Updated the credits. I have not seen the new credits, but we should check them out and see who's been involved in the process. The Central Economy they have added a 15-round SG5K mag to the spawn in world and attached to the weapon. Increased of the amount of food spawning at the spawn areas and in center of the map. So near the center of the map, the spawn area is more likely to find food. They have reduced the amount of food spawning in the higher tier areas. So when you get up in the tier 3, tier 4 area, the less food you're going to find. Imagine that they expect you know how to play the game by that point, so you know how to keep yourself full. Increase the amount of 380 and 5.45 by 39 ammunition. Increase the chance of weapons to spawn with magazines. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you play vanilla, I'm sure that that would be greatly appreciated. A lot of mod servers already have something like that in effect. Police infected are now spawning near police cars. That is um, common sense. If there were some police around and their car crashed and they turned into infected, they're probably going to be hanging around where they died or where they became infected. Adjusted loot spawns in the greenhouses. For servers, they've added a server log warning message when the server could not disconnect players in time. They've added a lot of server log messages here, warnings and shutdowns, Archon, message for Archon lock and unlock. We'll go through all of those unless you're a server owner. You can read those for yourself at forums.dayz.com/topic/2506209-stable-update112/. They have added new strings and coding for modders to be able to accomplish different tasks. So we'll check out one more thing in game. See what it was we were talking about. The matchbox. And I think we'll just call the stream an end here. So let's go to the item spawner. Let's spawn in some matches. I think I might even have some. Matchbox. And we will put it on the ground. So I've got a matchbox here. It's kind of full actually. Let's see what I got here. Let's go create a fire. See if we can use this sickle to cut a bush. Yes, you can. Look at there. So we'll come over here. Combine this and this. And we will make a fireplace. And we will use match. And we will ignite it. So now if we look at our matches, we have used a little bit and it tells us there's 99 pieces and we've used one. So let's go over here and I'm going to spawn another matchbox in onto the ground. And we're going to take this and combine it with the other matchbox. We're able to combine now. It's done so, or it will do so. And well, it's kind of a bad example because let's take our stick and a rag and we'll make a torch. And let's take our matches here, which has 100 pieces. Let's go back over here. We'll take this one. We'll ignite our torch. So what we have now is we have one that has 98 pieces and one that has 100 pieces. Let's swap this and let's make another torch or something. We'll just light this bandage here. It's damp, so it may not light. Go back to the sickle. Find us another bush. Right here's a bush. Split this one. Get us a stick. Combine it with this. Craft another fireplace. And back up a little bit. And we will put a box here with 100 pieces. We will. It may not let us do it because they're wet. Something's wet here. Yeah, our matches are wet. So anyway, what it did is earlier is it combined them. Oh, there we go. This is the 100 pieces. There we go. Can I ignite this now? Nope, not going to because it's wet. But you can combine them. You saw that it changed from 100 to 99. Basically, we switched the two around. So now you can combine your matches. So, for example, we have the 100 in my inventory. Put it back in my inventory. And we have the 98 here. So the one in my hand is the 98. So we will combine it. Now, the one in my hand is 100 and the one in my inventory is 98. So you can now combine those. So if you have 10 pieces, 15 pieces, and combine them instead of carrying 2 boxes of matches. Right? Anyway, I think we're gonna start one thing of music. Let's try this one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the live stream. If you watch it, when you watch it, sorry for the technical difficulties. It's a little bit of an update, and then had an issue with my microphone. Hopefully these videos will get better. This is my really a first not tutorial, but a talk through the updates, and I hope to make a few more videos like this, explaining some different tutorials, and maybe some more items for Deer Isle. Not a lot of extra videos out there about Deer Isle, and so. Let us know how it goes. Hope you enjoyed the new updates that they have put out. And what we'll do is we're going to go find us a All right, everybody. Have a good night.